Here we have for sale this September 2016 on a 66 plate Ford Transit Connect. This is a 240 model, meaning it's got a 2.4 ton gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 1.5 litre TDCi Euro 6 diesel engine, producing 120 brake horsepower, and that in this particular vehicle is accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And this is the long wheelbase limited panel van. What we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Transit Connect limited of this age, and we'll also talk you through in detail the condition of this particular example and talk to you a little bit about the previous ownership and service history, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. Barn doors are 2 doors which open like so. On a limited you do get a number of elements which come colour coded. That includes the door handles all around the vehicle, this actual bumper corner just here, the trims down the side of the vehicle, and the front bumper and the wing mirror casings as well. They all come colour coded in the body colour, which on this particular van is called Deep Impact Blue. In my opinion, one of the best colours that Ford have ever done on their van range. It's actually discontinued now. You can't order a say a Transit Custom, for instance, in this particular colour anymore. It has been superseded, but a very, very nice colour indeed. On a limited, you also get parking sensors. We've got rear parking sensors here, nicely integrated into the rear bumper. In terms of condition then, we can see that we have got a couple of minor marks here to the rear bumper, of course all consistent with its age and mileage, and of course this is why this part is actually left not colour coded, because this is of course such a high traffic area of items coming in and out of the back. Otherwise, looking at the rear doors here, a couple of small little marks here I can just see to the rear doors, very, very light and minor, but all in all, as I'm sure you'll agree, a very nicely presented vehicle indeed. If we open up the rear barn doors, then we can start to have a look inside the back of here. If you press on this yellow button there, you can actually open the door right out past its normal 90-degree position to its full 180-degree opening position. You can do, of course, exactly the same with the other door as well, opening them right out. Looking in the back of the vehicle then, we can see that this one is fully ply lined in the back. Brand new ply lining in here. We do this with the vast majority of panel vans. We strip it all out and basically renew it in the back, all new ply lining in here. Of course, the ply lining is here to offer protection. So if you've got cargo in the back of you moving around, it's not going to cause a nasty outward dent on the outside of your van. But you can see here the condition in the back, looking very, very smart indeed. All the exposed metalwork areas, the plastics, all looking very good. We can also see there is an optional extra in here, and that is the LED load light just there. And we can also see then the factory fitted bulkhead, which again is looking very presentable indeed. And we've actually got the load through hatch just there, which I'll show you when we get round to the side loading door. Rear doors then, again, all this is part of the ply lining kit, all these little panels just here, again to offer protection. A couple of marks and little dinks and things like that, I guess, as to be expected here on some of these exposed metalwork areas, but all in all looking very, very smart. If we start to have a look at down the driver's side of the vehicle then, this is where I like to look in the reflections where available, just to look for any dings or dents or marks, anything like that which I can see. But I must say, looking very, very nice. Let's have a closer look here, see if there's anything that I can particularly point out. A couple of just very minor marks here to the wing mirror cover just there. Looking down on this side, the driver's door is looking very good, not a lot to fault that on. Maybe a couple of just a very small sort of hairline scratches just here, and I can see a touch-in just here on this part of the sign writing panel. As I say, not a tremendous amount to fault it on if I'm honest, but as I say, if there's anything I can see, I will point it out to you. Small little ding here, little parking sort of ding just there. I can just see, you can just about catch that in the reflection. If you look in that post there, you can just about see a tiny little ding just there. And then if we open the driver's door, then we can start to have a look at the condition inside the cab here. Driver's door card looking very, very nice indeed. We have electric windows, we have electric folding mirrors, and that is how those operate there, just by pressing the down button with the toggle there in the center position. Looking inside here then, nice entrance to this vehicle, all looking very clean and tidy. These are the sort of things that we look for. No excessive wear on the edge of the driver's seat, and that driver's seat again looking in very, very good order. Of course, our guys do a phenomenal job when it comes to preparing these vans, but looking very, very clean and tidy in here. Big spec on a limited. Then you get auto-activated lights and wipers. We can see that we've got 2 full remote keys with the vehicle. On the left-hand side here, we've got cruise control. You've got your onboard computer controls up on the steering wheel here as well. You can answer and hang up the phone on here, and you can control the volume for the radio. If we look at the onboard computer, 66,589 miles recorded. You can see there's no warning lights on the dashboard other than it being a bit low on fuel, and we will make sure there is some more fuel in it before it goes out, but otherwise all running and idling correctly as it should be. Opening up the storage up on top, you've got a 12-volt socket in there. Not sure if you can see that in the light. If I just close that there, I'll be able to see that a bit clearer, but you've got a 12-volt socket just in there. The camera does not want to focus. You have to take my word for it if you can't see it. Looking at the driver's floor here, again, no excessive wear here to the driver's floor, all looking very nice. If I jump inside, as I mentioned, you've got a 6-speed manual gearbox, so when you combine that with your cruise control and that 1.5 litre diesel engine, very economical on motorway runs. Heated windscreen, air conditioning as well. If we look at the radio here in the middle, we can see that we've got the screen here in the middle, so you can toggle through all of your different settings, and you've of course got DAB radio on there as well. You can of course connect your phone to this via Bluetooth, so really nice spec there. And when you put the vehicle into reverse, you've actually got a rear parking sensor display just there. Another bit of nice spec, you've actually got a heated driver's seat, which I think is a really nice bit of spec to have come winter time, and another 12-volt socket just there. Lovely versatility with the Connect seats, so you can pull the seat up in the middle. That gives you a bit of extra storage, a USB point and and an AUX point under there. We can pull on this little red tab just here. That actually allows you to fold the centre seat down. A couple of extra cup holders, somewhere to store your paperwork as well, and of course a bit of bit of an armrest as well just there. Fold that back into place, and I'll show you how this one works when we go around to the passenger side. But looking very smart here in the cab. Moving then around to the front, the Limited also comes with these nice 16-inch alloy wheels, a couple of tiny little scuffs on some of the alloys, but not a tremendous amount. And I can see that we've got 2 brand new front tyres, and that brings me on to what we've done to this vehicle before offering it to you here for sale. So we actually previously supplied this vehicle in 2019 to a local good customer of ours. During that time when we sold it, of course, we went right through it and did a full service on the vehicle. The vehicle's on quite low miles at the time, and when having the vehicle back, we've put it right through our workshop again. So we've done a full service on it. We actually detected a slight dual mass flywheel rattle, so we've replaced the clutch and dual mass flywheel on this particular vehicle. I say it wasn't a problem as such, but we detected the early signs of a sound there, so preventative action I think is always better. So we've replaced that totally. So you can hear there's no noise or anything like that now. It's all running absolutely sweetly indeed. We also replaced the rear brake discs and pads and the front brake pads as well, as I say, along with those 2 new front tyres. We really have been thoroughly through this workshop, and it's available now with a clean bill of health. Looking at the front end of the van, now this van is a victim to some of the usual sort of stone chips to the front end of the vehicle. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera there, but there are sort of multiple stone chips here along the front end of the vehicle, just normal motorway use and things like that. I say a lot of vans, because of the shape of them, they do pick up this kind of road rashy type look to them. I'm going to say a number of stone chips just there. Front fog lights as well, we can see here, and as I say, you do get a colour-coded front bumper. Same goes with the bonnet as well. Number of stone chips here to the bonnet, probably the worst one being this little area just here on the top right hand corner of the bonnet. As I say, very presentable van, but of course you need to remember the age and the mileage of course with the vehicle as well, but as well presented as we possibly can get it. Looking then down the passenger side here, before we do that, again just looking at that alloy wheel, kind of tiny little scuff mark just here. Not much else to talk about there, looking very nice, but looking really smart down the passenger side. We've actually got a couple of Rhino roof bars with a Rhino rear roller as well. If I open up the passenger side loading door, this gives you another aspect then of the load space. Absolutely looks fantastic there with that brand new ply lining. The step as well here, all looking very good. There's actually a 12-volt socket in the back there, but it looks absolutely lovely in the back. So it gives you another aspect then of the bulkhead. This is the load-through hatch. It does open and close, but it does catch slightly on the ply lining, so we always leave this in the upward position there. You have got, you know, the seat, the back of the seat there, so that stops things from flying through. But what that means is, when you open up your passenger door, the little tab just on top here, red tab, give that a pull, that drops the seat down, and then you can load right the way through from the back of the vehicle all the way into the passenger footwell. It gives you a fantastic load length, and with the back of the seat there being protected with metal, you can do that without a worry of damaging the van. Underneath then, you can pull this seat up just there, and that actually then offers you some more storage there underneath, but looking absolutely lovely here in the cab. So just to summarize, this is a 2016, I believe a September 2016, on a 66 plate Ford Transit Connect 240 1.5 litre TDCi diesel, 120 brake horsepower with a 6-speed manual gearbox. It's a long wheelbase, limited in deep impact blue. We've been thoroughly through this vehicle, and as I say, the second time that we have supplied it ourselves after supplying it to a previous local customer to ourselves, I believe back in 2019. I've just noticed actually there's a couple of little marks just here, very shallow little dents just there. I can see just on that ridge line there, probably from loading something there onto the roof. As a not particularly severe, a couple of very shallow marks there. I just wanted to point that out while I saw that. And a very small little pin dent just down there as well. But absolutely stunning van, fantastic value for money now as well, and with a clean bill of health with ourselves. If you'd like to see the full advert for this vehicle, including the photography, the description, and of course the price, please head over to our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk. We will welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can also deliver our vehicles nationwide and actually offer finance on all of our vehicles, including this lovely deep impact blue long wheelbase Connect, at very competitive rates as well. So if you want to spread the cost of the vehicle, then by all means that is something that we can help you with as well. Thank you very much for watching.